Welcome. In front of me I have the Samsung A27, and today I will show you how you can enable and also set up your Do Not Disturb mode. So, to get started, you'll want to swipe down from the top of your screen. Now make sure you do it from the right side, as this is where the phone has toggles, while the left side gets us notifications. Anyway, from here, in this section right here, you want to swipe down on it. This will extend the list of visible toggles, hopefully revealing Do Not Disturb mode, which is already enabled on here. So I'm going to turn it off for this video, and should be able to find it somewhere in here. But if you don't see it for some reason, you can click right here on this pencil, and then click right here where it says Add a Control. And you will find all these controls that you can add to general list when you swipe down. Now, ones that are grayed out, like these ones right here, are already added, so you'd be looking for ones that look like this, which are just a bit more visible. And Not Disturb mode should be somewhere, I believe, at the very top. Let's see, as they do have categories. Mobile hotspot. Oh, it's right here, modes. So it looks like it's probably closer to the middle of the list. So under modes you have Do Not Disturb mode. I also have the other one, modes, which would also include the Do Not Disturb mode itself, and I believe it should be, let's click on done first, should be somewhere here. No, interesting. Oh wait, there it is. So yeah, here you can see we have a couple of modes. Now these are technically Do Not Disturb modes as well. I'm going to touch upon those in a moment, but first let's stick with the actual Do Not Disturb mode. So first we're going to hold it and then select Details. This will take us to the settings. In here you will be able to customize how the mode functions when enabled. And going over the options, first is just toggle on and off. We're going to disregard that. For how long? Great option to select. By default it's going to be selected until it's turned off. So that means that you will need to remember to turn it off, otherwise this mode would run indefinitely in the background. I personally like to select it on a timer, set the timer to something like 4 hours. And that way I don't have to mess around by changing the times or picking any of the options or remembering to turn it off. The phone will do it for me. Now if I did remember to turn it off, I can do so, but if I forget about it, after 4 hours of the mode running, it's going to turn itself off. And I find 4 hours will be however long I need it to cover whatever I might need it for, and just a little bit of time extra just in case, and then it's gonna disable itself, which is pretty nice. Now alternatively, you can choose the last option, Ask Every Time, which gives you these two first options every time and allows you to change the time every single time you toggle it on if you choose this option. Unlike if I select it right now for 4 hours, anytime I manually toggle on Do Not Disturb mode, it's always going to be running for 4 hours, and I won't have the option to change it unless I navigate back in here to the settings. Moving on, we have schedule, sleeping. You can create multiple schedules, as you can see by clicking right here, selecting days of the week and then start and end time. And once you save it, after you name it, you can save it. It automatically becomes toggled on. That means the schedule is on. If the timer isn't, right now time isn't matching when it's supposed to start, obviously it won't turn it on. But once 10 p.m. rolls around, and this is toggled on, it automatically will enable Do Not Disturb mode. Moving on, we have calls and messages. In here you can select who will be able to call you and also message you. And calls has options such as all, meaning anyone can call you, which kind of defeats the purpose of this mode. Contacts only, so any number that is saved into your contacts list. Favorite contacts, which you do need to specify, and no one. And there is additional toggle, repeated calls. If someone calls you twice within a 15-minute period, that option being enabled will bypass anything that you have selected right here. Moving on, we have also messages, just like calls have the same options, so choose whichever one you want. And here you can add, I believe, also other contacts that could be excluded, meaning that they will be able to reach you, similar to something like favorite contacts. Going back, we have app notifications. You can select which application can still be annoying you even when the mode is enabled, and alarms and other interruptions below that. So that's all the options right here for do not disturb mode. Let's close this up, and to turn it on, find the toggle, tap on it, and it's now enabled, and you can see it right here. Now once you're done with it, you can also turn it off by clicking on it once again. Now I did set it up to run for 4 hours, but what I can also do is hold it and choose one of the options from here. So I have 1 hour, 2, 4 hours until I turn it off, which gives me the option to change it regardless of what I selected in those settings. So I can now select it, for instance, for 2 hours, which overrides the 4-hour timer that I have chosen. But this is only one time. So if I do this, turn it off and then turn it back on, if I hold it, it's again on 2 hours, which it shouldn't. Let's quickly check. It looks like it permanently changes the timer. Okay, so I guess that's something to keep in mind. Typically, you shouldn't be really doing that, as those are two different things, but whatever. So keep that in mind. Now, one more thing that I did point out was the modes right here. Let's go into details here, and you can see we have a bunch of different modes. So we have things like sleeping, theater, driving, exercise, relax, work, and blah, blah, blah. These are all basically do not disturb modes in their own right. So let's select, for instance, driving. We're gonna select minimal distractions, so do not disturb mode on, turn on automatically when driving. Now when driving, I think it's based on connecting also to your car, as technically you could be a passenger in a car, so you're driving on a road, or phone could consider this as the same thing, but it won't be turning on for you. So I think it's based on connection to the car itself, which isn't really labeled right here. And voice wake up settings. So, or we can do custom, see what custom gives us. So we go, I've changed wallpaper, turn on. So here are the turn on options. So Android Auto, Bluetooth device. So here you'd be able to specify either both of them or one of them, which one it does. And at that point, the phone will know that when it's connected to such a device that is listed right here that you've chosen, and you're in motion when you start driving, it knows to turn on the do not disturb mode. So these are all, like I said, do not disturb modes in its in some capacity that are automatically enabled based on some kind of criteria or through some activities, which it's not necessarily do not disturb mode, but it functions the same way and it enables it if you choose to do so, as driving, like I selected, is technically enabling do not disturb mode when you meet the requirements for it to start. So anyway, that's about it. So if you found this very helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and thanks for watching.